Cook brother. This is James Cook. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. They don't take this to about the 28. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. We'll try and run here with Cook. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick 4th down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run the sneak. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short. And they've turned it over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. They'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give them 8 on that carry.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Second and a yard. Get it. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
3rd and a yard. It's Daniel. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will score. Jared Riley. Touchdown, Washington. His 4th TD grab of the season. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Allen. And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off. And it's a turnover on down.
Come on. Hey. Cougar Knights.
Handoff here, up the middle. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Smash.
Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, like, let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the 1st quarter, they've done just that.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
To the goal line and in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Commanders. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. York, good on the extra point. And the Commanders move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll send a man in motion left. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. Moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter. So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. And in motion is Coleman. Allen now on second down. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. And this ball incomplete on third down. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to fourth down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. First and 10 now from the 36.
Ready?
They'll go play action here with Daniel. He'll go right and find his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey! 70 Lions! Ready?
To the ground, the first down run. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it second down and 11.
Tag! 60 Bison! 60 Bison! Dragon 60!
Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. That one complete to Jalen Lane. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Third down and 3.
Set up! Curve 19! Curve 19! Ready?
From the shotgun on third down, Daniel. He's got the first down and more than that. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
First and goal at the
Come on,
6-yard line.
Hey! Unlock Panther 60! Pants, go!
Here's a run. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Working from the pistol. Forced to his right. This one, downfield, for Kincaid. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So a big one there to start the drive. 39 yards. Now Allen on first down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the safety, Percy Butler.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
Here we go, start. Hey, Chief.
Drive will start on the ground. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play there for Washington. And even 30 yards.
Every team understands the value of generating explosive plays, but there's a flip side. The quarterback can only hold the ball so long with how good these teams are rushing the passer. So when you can check the ball down short and gain all the yards after the catch, man, what a weapon for an offense.
Up the middle they go. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Now Daniel throwing on first and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
Throwing on second down. Daniel. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves, Buffalo 18. Let's go.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniel. Have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This from 34 yards. York's kick is good. A minute 58 to go in the first half of play. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Looking middle. He's got to complete to Coleman. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down. Here's first and 10. From the gun, here is Allen.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
They'll go play action here with Allen. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, he's able to get back on it. So not only will it not be a turnover, but in fact, the drive keeps going. It's a first down. From the gun, Josh Allen. Throwing right, it's taken in, and he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the markers. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Throwing on second down. It's Allen. He's got his big tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in two-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a two-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On first and 10, here's Daniel. Moving left. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Liking 18, pump 70.
Now give up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. We'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
Pioneer.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Moving outside the pocket. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Here's a short throw, caught by Wiley. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That is to Wiley, open on the left. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Exiting the pocket right, and he's going to have to eat this one, and down he goes. Greg Russo getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. Third down and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing now, Daniel. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he let him a bit too much. This pass is incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 28-yard line.
Come on, Panther 60, Panther 60, Cowboy 80. Ready?
On 1st down, Daniel. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. It's 2nd down.
Okay, ready? Get it. 18 Cardinals, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing is Daniel. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Still going inside the 20. And they continue to be tough to stop. chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
9 yards from the end zone for second down and goal.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
On the zone read, here's Daniels. And he will take it in himself. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Throwing now. Allen here on first down. Back into the hands of Holman. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard.
That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
The RPO, this one to McLaurin. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up second and
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Daniels to throw on second down. And he's into the end zone. Garrett Wiley. Touchdown, Washington. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
York, good on the extra point. And the Commanders add on to their already sizable lead.
Bill 7. Dave York to kick
kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up. Like you can see, he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. This is on down that right sideline. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Bills first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And this special connection between this quarterback.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, take away the 6 points, and it's ruled an incomplete pass. To the air once more is Allen. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, the defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
Looking downfield for Coleman. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Willie Gay. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. Off he goes. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Look out!
Play action. It's Allen. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. That one, take it in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this point.
And give them credit, they are not nailing this one in. He'll try to get it back with an onside kick.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And he will get into the end zone. Jordan Addison, touchdown Commanders. That is second touchdown tonight. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Bills 14. Cade York to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10, and it's Allen. Going up top. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Project, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Check. Check out.
They'll begin here on the ground. Room to run past midfield. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolf. Go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get this complete to Riley, his tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. He's got his man. Right side, it's complete. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Commanders first down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! Panther 60! Panther 60! 19 Lion!
Even in the air, here's Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Greg Russo. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Buffalo 18! 18 Cardinal! 18 Cardinal! Ready?
From the shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. The Michigan man, Quinny Hay. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down.
Field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Commanders will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Take the handoff, and now it's Allen. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the...
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Oh, big hole, left side. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown. Well, the guy playing center field, the guy back there watching it all, had all the eyes on him, takes the interception, and goes all the way, Greg, for a very impressive touchdown.
Yeah, Mike, and I just think the quarterback just locked in on his receiver the entire way. And as you said, that center fielder sitting back there, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes. And once he got his hands on that ball, it was nothing but green grass the other way for the pick 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Andrew Van Ginkel in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And he'll just bite the ball and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. And now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. So it's a win here for the Commanders.